Nia, what's going on today? What do you think started this?
My mom got my siblings killed and tried to kill me.
Story is based on real-life criminal cases. Some names, details, and events have been altered for privacy and dramatic purposes. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy, certain information may not be factually verified. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Some of these cases remain unsolved to this day.
The chilling case of Nia Patterson, the teen who killed her mother and posted it on Snapchat. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Murder Mysteris, the channel where we uncover the darkest corners of America's criminal justice system and examine the real stories behind the headlines that leave us asking, why? Today, we are delving into a case that shook an entire Ohio community to its core. The story of 19-year-old Nia Patterson, a young woman whose name has become synonymous with one of the most disturbing family tragedies in recent memory. Before we continue, please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to Murder Mysteris, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the most gripping stories in true crime and justice. Your support allows us to keep shining light on the cases that deserve to be told, the ones that remind us that evil does not always come from strangers. Sometimes it begins right at home. Now, let us begin. It was April 26th,
South Yuba Police Department, make yourself present!
Was there a gunshot?
Yes.
Where's your firearm? Did you shoot her?
Yes, sir.
A lot of blood in here.
2024 in the quiet Cleveland suburb of South Euclid, Ohio. Residents along Grosvenor Road were used to peaceful evenings, but that Friday night would be different. Around 11:30 p.m., police dispatchers received a frantic 911 call reporting an unresponsive woman at a nearby home. When officers arrived, what they discovered inside was something that even the most seasoned first responders struggled to comprehend. Lying inside the modest suburban home was 47-year-old Angela Bates, a mother of two, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Officers immediately called for medical assistance, but despite their efforts, Angela Bates was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
Where's that firearm at?
Dropped it somewhere outside.
What kind of firearm is it?
It was like, I don't know,
What color?
black.
Black. Just stay. I'm going to look for a firearm. I got her detained in the back. Her firearm's in the back somewhere. I want to get this firearm secured. There's like 6 shell casings.
What made the situation even more shocking was that the suspect, the person authorities quickly identified as responsible, was her own daughter, 19-year-old Nia Patterson. Investigators say that Nia had shot her mother multiple times inside their home before allegedly posting images and videos related to the crime on Snapchat. The disturbing act turned what was already a devastating murder into a horrifying viral moment. Those who saw the images could not believe what they were witnessing, a young woman appearing calm after committing the unthinkable. Neighbors told reporters that Nia and her mother had what seemed like a close relationship from the outside. Angela was described as a hardworking and loving parent who supported her daughter through challenges. However, behind closed doors, it appears the relationship had become increasingly strained. Family friends recalled tension over curfews, school, and social media use. Others suggested that Nia had shown signs of emotional distress in the months leading up to the shooting. According to the South Euclid Police Department, the motive remains unclear even now.
But that's what you deserve. I love y'all. Is that? I don't know. I thought that was the wrong thing to do. Self-defense. Self-defense. Regardless of how y'all put it, self-defense.
Detectives have described the killing as cold and calculated, saying that Nia showed little emotion immediately after the act. When officers confronted her, they say she initially appeared detached, almost as if she were in a trance. Following her arrest, Nia Patterson was booked into the Cuyahoga County Jail. During her initial appearance in South Euclid Municipal Court, she stood before the judge wearing standard jail attire, her face calm but expressionless. Her bond was set at $750,000, and the court ruled that if released, she would have to wear a GPS monitoring device. But given the severity of the charges, release was unlikely. As the investigation unfolded, police discovered home security footage that reportedly captured Nia's movements around the time of the murder. The footage, according to court documents, showed her walking in and out of the room where her mother's body was later found. That video, combined with forensic evidence and the social media posts, formed the backbone of the prosecution's case. Detectives also obtained digital evidence from her phone, which revealed a disturbing timeline of events. Messages and photos reportedly taken after the shooting showed no signs of panic or remorse, only a chilling calm. Prosecutors later referenced these messages in court, describing them as evidence of premeditation and indifference. As the case gained national attention, the story drew outrage and disbelief. The idea that a teenager could kill her own mother and then post about it online raised uncomfortable questions about mental health, family conflict, and the role of social media in amplifying tragedy. By May 2025, after a year of legal proceedings, Nia Patterson pleaded guilty to murder with a firearm specification. In doing so, she accepted responsibility for killing her mother but avoided a lengthy trial. Her plea deal meant that she would be sentenced by a judge rather than face the possibility of life without parole. On June 5, 2025, Nia appeared before Judge Carl Mazzone in the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas for sentencing. In the courtroom, the contrast between her first and last appearances was stark. When she was first arrested, her mugshot showed a faint, almost defiant smile. But by the time of sentencing, that expression was gone, replaced by a hollow, distant stare. Judge Mazzone sentenced her to 18 years to life in prison, meaning she will not be eligible for parole until she has served at least 18 years. That would make her roughly 37 years old before she could even apply for release. As of today, she is incarcerated at the Ohio Reformatory for Women, where she began serving her sentence in the summer of 2025. Correctional records list her as a medium security inmate, and reports indicate she has been compliant since her arrival. In court, Angela Bates' family members expressed their heartbreak and disbelief. They described Angela as a loving mother, a supportive friend, and someone who had dedicated her life to her children's happiness. Her relatives spoke through tears as they shared the pain of losing her in such a violent and senseless way. One relative told reporters, "Angela loved Nia more than anything in this world. To lose her life at the hands of her own child is a tragedy we can never understand." The prosecution argued that while Nia's age and possible emotional struggles warranted compassion, the facts of the case were too serious to ignore. The judge agreed, noting that Nia's decision to use a firearm and her actions after the killing showed intent and awareness of her choices. In the months following the sentencing, the case sparked deeper conversations within the community about youth mental health, family conflict, and early intervention. Teachers, counselors, and community leaders in South Euclid began organizing discussions about how to recognize warning signs before tragedy occurs. Experts have pointed out that the case highlights the growing issue of young people using social media to document violent or shocking acts. In Nia's case, the decision to post her actions on Snapchat reflected a chilling blend of reality and performance, a moment where the boundary between personal horror and public spectacle vanished completely. Psychologists following the case have also suggested that underlying mental health issues may have played a role. Reports indicate that Nia had previously struggled with anger management and emotional regulation, though there is no public record of any formal diagnosis. The case of Nia Patterson and Angela Bates continues to resonate, not only because of its brutality, but because of the questions it leaves behind. How could a relationship between a mother and daughter collapse into something so dark? What signs were missed? And what could have been done